Hey, welcome in. FG here. So first thing, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who stopped into the live stream yesterday and really kind of made it a success for me. Um, if you weren't there to watch to the end, there is still an open giveaway going that I will draw on Wednesday evening and release the results Thursday morning. So if you go and check out the end of the live stream, you'll see what that is and how to enter. And I hope everyone that wants to enter can get into it. So today, um, I have 2 coins left in the bag from the coin show, but we are actually going to open an eBay coin this morning because I'm really excited about this coin. You'll see by the title, this coin's from Eritrea, and that is a small country, north coast of Africa, kind of the northeast coast of Africa, above Ethiopia. Let's see, what is it? Just above Ethiopia, kind of to the east of Sudan, right along the coastline. But it's really kind of a small country. And this country is hard to find a silver coin from, unless you go back to and kind of cheat. You can go back at one point. That area was all under the control of the Ottoman Empire, but the Ottoman Empire really stretched over many different countries. But to find a coin that was actually minted in that area for that area is kind of difficult. The coin that I have here today actually meets those criteria. If you go up to about the, let's see, 1885-ish, I think it was, Italian troops kind of started moving into the area and occupying it. And in 1889, Italian Eritrea was established and was under, that whole area was under Italian rule up until World War II. Following World War II, it kind of came under British military administration for a while, followed by a UN decision in 1952 that they should be their own country and govern themselves. So the coin that I picked up here is actually one it's almost recognizable. In fact, let's put a picture of the inspiration, I'll call it inspiration, for this coin up on the screen here. This is the Numista page for the Italian Faller, and we can see the bust side, the reverse side, and note on the reverse side, the two-headed eagle has a head looking both left and right. This coin was minted back in the 1700s up until 1780, but then it continued to be restruck with the 1780 date. So almost most of the coins of these fallers that you find out there show the 1780 date, and it's hard to prove that they aren't a restrike, that they were actually struck in 1780 versus later and just with the 1780 date. The coin that I have here was struck in 1918. And the notes that I see on it was that It's believed it was created as a trade coin imitating the Maria Teresa Faller, and it was a popular coin amongst locals and traders in that area of Egypt and the world. And you'll see it's actually really, so it's a nice large coin. The seller thought that it was an EF coin, extra fine. I've found a couple coins out there that were graded that I thought this was as nice or even better than them, and they were above extra fine. So I'm definitely not a grader, so I'm not sure. But this coin is hard to find, and when you do find it, it is usually very expensive. Like you can see he had marked 180 on here. If you go on eBay and look, you can find worse examples of this coin up in the 200s. Look at, I say inspired by the Maria Teresa Thaler. Let's put a picture of these up here. I'll actually leave this coin up, and you can see over here on the right a picture of the Maria Teresa Thaler. I think this coin is a much more elegant looking portrait. And then if we look at the back, you'll see what I was talking about. This coin has a single eagle's head versus the 1780 version that has the dual eagle heads looking each way. But you can definitely see on this coin how much detail is left everywhere on it. I asked Addicted to Minis to help take a look at the coin just to see if he thought it was real also, because this was not an auction. This was a buy it now for $125, which really seemed almost too good to be true. But it really does look like it's a real coin. I'm going to get out my scales and my calipers here, and we'll do some tests on it and see if it looks like it's falling within parameters. And if it is, I mean, it's being sold by a, well, I don't know, I guess I could say reputable. It's being sold by somebody who has a presence. So it's not just by a fly-by-night individual, I don't think. But I was really stoked to get this coin. And this is actually one that I'm thinking I may send in to have graded. So that's that coin. Let's put the Numista page up here for this coin. You can see it is called a one thaler, but the value, the currency, is actually denominated as one talero. The thalers were listed as 0.833 silver. This one's 0.835, so slightly different on the silver content. Same overall weight. You can see we're getting it's supposed to be 40 millimeters in diameter, 2.5 millimeters thick. And we can see that this, again, is supposed to be the bust of Maria Teresa, although I think it's a much more elegant one. Oh, and it's supposed to have two varieties, with or without the engraver's name engraved under the bust. So that's what the A Mati is. And if we actually look here really quick, you can see this one is the one that has it engraved right there between my two thumbs. So if we scroll down on the page here, you'll actually see the mintage numbers. There's 500,000 of these minted. Who knows how many are still in existence. But the ones that include the A Mati are, you can see, much lower frequency that they show up. 21% versus, I don't know how that's more than 100%, but it says 21% that they show up with the A Mati. So it is supposed to have edge lettering, which this one does appear to have. It's supposed to read FERT. That's what it looks like. It just repeats around the rim. It feels good. You can see here the value if it's EF. So EF is extra fine. So in Numista terms, that's going to be equivalent of like XF. If it's, of course, that's somebody's opinion. If it's VF, then the numistic value is down towards what I paid. 125 VF value, 120 XF value. If it truly is XF, the value should be up around 200. And again, I think that this may be like not just like an XF40, it might be like an XF45, may push like a AU50. I'm going to see if I can find some more examples of them being graded out there. But I think that this one is in super condition. So I was really excited about getting it. If we look down below at some of the auctions, you can see there's one on eBay there that is graded as an AU50. And I'm going to hold this one up here to the left again. And we'll put that image of the AU50 over here on the right. And take a look at the details of the hair and in the coat here. The crown up top. And you'll see what I mean, that this, I think that this could potentially push an AU50. If it's an AU50, then that like doubles the value of the coin. You can see that one's up on a buy it now. So I know people can ask whatever they want, but that's on a buy it now for $355. There's an AU details cleaned that's up there for $450. And then just next to it, you can see that there's one here that somebody is selling that's labeled as XF. So that would be the same as this one, EF. Let's put the picture of theirs up again here right beside it. So you can see, I think this one's better than that one. That one's selling for $325. So anyways, that was my exciting pickup. This is the most expensive coin I have in my collection, and one that I was really kind of excited about finding and getting. So let's put the map up here. You can actually see where Eritrea is on the African northern coast. We'll zoom in, and then we will see it fill in. And I'm going to point out where it goes in the book here. However, I think that this one may end up being too big for a flip, so I may keep it outside of the book and just put a placeholder in. So we have El Salvador here. We have Estonia at the top of the next page, so we know it's going to be one of these two spots here. Let's see which one it is. All right, so El Salvador, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea. So that's where we go, and then yep, the next one should be Estonia, which it is up at the top of the page there. So it's going to go in the corner right here. And I don't have any more of these small, well, actually, you know, I do. I have one of those small flips. We'll just get one of those and put it into it right now to start with. Well, let's see. Well, I don't have one handy, so we won't slip it into the book, but that's where it's going to go, is there in that corner. So I'm going to do my due diligence and do some measuring and weighing, and I may even take this one into one of my dealers to get their opinion to make sure that they feel that it's correct. They have a Sigma machine, so they can measure and see if it's 835 silver. But there we go. And no, you can tell I'm going on and on about this coin. I am excited about this coin. So, but that's it for today. Again, if you want to get into the ongoing giveaway, go check out the end of the live video, and you'll find out how to enter if you wish to enter. So that'll be it for today. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate your subs and your comments, and I will catch you in the next one.